Danielle, you looked stressed. What's the matter? I am so troubled thinking what assessment will be best suited for my lesson plan. No worries, I can help you. Is this for your science lesson plan? You can begin your lesson with a diagnostic assessment, for example a quiz game to find out students' prior knowledge. Diagnostic assessment. What is it? Diagnostic assessment is used to see what knowledge and understanding a student brings to a subject. Teachers often use this to test students' prior knowledge. Wow, a quiz at the beginning of the lesson. This will engage students and at the same time I will find out what my students already know about the topic. This will help me with my next plan. Thank you, Jessica. In our science class we want our students to predict, reason, observe, and explain. When you collect evidence of PROE, this can be your formative assessment. I have no clue what you were talking about. What is formative assessment? Formative assessment is an example of assessment for learning. It takes place during a learning activity, when a teacher gives feedback to the students and tells them how they are going with their work. Feedback is very important to improve learning. Teachers always give feedback during lesson, don't they? I didn't know this was called formative assessment. When students predict, reason, observe, and explain in a science class, teacher record their evidence and give feedback to students. This is considered as formative assessment. So formative assessment is an example of assessment for learning, right? You are spot on. In fact, you are a very quick learner. So, to summarize, I can begin with a diagnostic assessment to test students' prior knowledge. Then during the activity, I will give feedback, of course based on my evidence. This will be formative. What do I do at the end of the lesson? You have several options. You can take a test, we call it summative, or you can encourage students to do self-assessment. When students reflect on their own progress and make future goals, this empowers them. This is an example of assessment as learning. I can create a checklist or a rating scale to help them self-assess. They can also maintain their digital journal for self-assessment. Yes, absolutely. Are you feeling confident now? Thanks, Jessica. I owe you a coffee now.